Should come up in a moment.
Yeah, we're good this time.
All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. And you know, we just talked about a couple things in class. We got here a little late, coming actually from the far burbs, and but you know, as the myself and the elder brother Lahab, you know, we were mentioning to the the brothers out there that we got to basically improve, all right. And you know, there's a lot that we have to touch on, every single one of us. Our health, to learning combat, to learning the herbs, right? Of course, the scriptures, no doubt about that. Being a brother, so on and so forth, whatever it may be. Hey, we got to improve on things. We got to continue to, be the best man that we can be, before Yahawashi comes back, all right? There's no, what's the word I'm looking for lack of words, you can't be stagnant in this thing. There's always something to touch on, you see? All right? So you had some, Kadashi?
Khan, I got a quick one. This is 2nd Esdras 14 and 13. Now, therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people.
So the first thing you got to do is set your house in order. You got to get yourself together. Real talk, man. And it's not just, man, I'm going to keep reiterating this. This truth isn't just about, cursing out Esau, talking shit about the black woman, so on and so forth, right? Look, if you want to do that, go join IUIC. Go join ISUPK, you know what I'm saying? Join these other groups. See, here at Great Millstone, we're the creme de la creme. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that with confidence, not out of pride. It's evident that we're top tier men. All right? Brothers are constantly studying, constantly pushing out videos, improving. Brothers are, experts at, in health, learning combat. Brothers are on top of their shit, man. All right? And that's how you got to be. Because really, when you look at our forefathers, they were warriors. They were husbands. They for lack of words, they cared for their flock. And I'm saying carnally speaking, like they're animals, right? A righteous man, he has care for his beast. They were in tune with the earth, so on and so forth, man. All right? And that's how we got to be. Because look, you got to think about this, man. The Lord is about to set us up. And he doesn't want no low-level individual, running this, shop, so to speak. You see? So you really got to, keep improving and keep getting better. All right, but is there more to that?
Khan, it says back in verse 13, it says, now therefore set thine house in order and reprove thy people.
Yeah, because after you get yourself in order,
right,
then you can tell everyone else, look, you're going off here, there, here. So you're not a hypocrite now.
Took the beam out your own eye.
All right, keep going.
It says,
and our people need to hear, these rebukes, these reproofs. Our people have been, for the longest, what's the word I'm looking for? They've been hearing the smooth words, smooth things, because masculinity's gone out of Jake's household. All right, even people, I'll say this, but back in the day, right? Even though this is a worldly, sense, you look at like the 50s, 60s, 70s, even like 80s. Men were in the house, and men were rough. You know what I'm saying? Men actually were present. Men were masculine. And it started from like the 90s on down. Look at it now. Men wearing nail polish. The woman leaves the household. Everyone's overly emotional. Soft. They can't deal with constructive criticism. They're through. So our people really need to hear where they're going off in a rough manner too. Not in this soft little soy boy, type of, speaking. All right? But keep going, Ark.
It says, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from the immortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature.
Ooh,
And
that's
set-
heavy. Put away the weak nature.
Yup.
Being soft, first and foremost, spiritually and mentally. Because you'll have guys, it's funny, you'll have certain guys, they're big, tall, you know what I'm saying, know how to fight, so on and so forth, but they can't even deal with the simple rebuke. They lose their fucking minds.
That's crazy.
Look at Lancey Pantsy. That dude, I have to bring him up. He's a good example.
Yeah.
Him, Nasty Nas. You know what I'm saying? All these, different individuals. These were big motherfuckers, man. Literally like linebackers, bro. Just naturally big men. 6'2", 6'3", 250. Just solid.
Well, shit, even that nigga Alizé, man. That guy's he got height on him, man.
Yeah, that dude was like 6'6" or some shit. 6'5". Soft, getting pegged. Yeah, we gotta talk about these things, man. You know, you look at what was it, Yashawan? That big black motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. That nigga was fucking
yeah. I had to mention
bald
that.
head.
Fucking bald head. Looking like fucking tar, man. You know what I'm saying? But point being, that dude was huge, man. That dude was like a fucking NFL player. The Apostle, I remember Elder Crop said this, he was talking to me about it, like when they first went up to New York, the Chicago camp. The Apostle Tahar said, like, well, what are you guys, the Chicago Bears? You know what I'm saying? And the Bears are known for their defense. Big motherfuckers,
Big ass motherfuckers. What was it, the 80s Bears? The team in the 80s. That's when they was really fucking, that's when they was winning a lot of games and shit back in, what was it, like the 80s and the 90s?
Yeah.
And they was fucking huge, man. I mean, they still pretty big, but that team was, that motherfucker.
That was different.
Yeah.
So, men like that couldn't deal with the simple rebuke, so it's first and foremost in your mind. And then just in general, man, just quit being fucking soft, man. Get your ass out there, go exercise, all right? If you got time, go learn boxing, go learn jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. Get active, man. Quit being so goddamn soft. It's the problem, man. Our people are just so goddamn soft nowadays. You could thank eating the fucking black woman and the fucking Puerto Rican and the Mexican.
Man.
Whatever fucking, you know what I'm saying? Tribe bitch.
Hey, Salakia, when you said that about the height, it made me think about Saul. If I can this is 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 2. It says, and he had a son whose name was Saul, a choice young man, and a goodly. And there was not among the children of Israel a goodlier person than he. Meaning, he was handsome. From his shoulders upward, he was higher than any of the people. So he was tall. He was basically what the nigga want today. He was tall and handsome. Yeah, hey, well, he also wasn't a good king, man. Right? It was at one point he was, but then he started to put a hell on the people. Because this was the king that the people chose, man. All right. So it's not saying that just because you tall that you're fucking wicked. It's just that that's not the look that the Lord, how man sees is not how the Lord sees, man. It's really about the inward man. About a man that's really trying to be choice according to Yahawashi, which is what we're delivering. That we ourselves, we're delivering this message because we're telling you the things that are sticking to numero uno when we start to preach these things, that we ourselves have to be choice. We have to work on the inward man, which works on your not just you're applying the scriptures to your physical attributes, man. Far as with your health and how you operate in this world, all right. And we're teaching men to be so, man. Although we ourselves are not perfect, but this is the message, man. That how do you think the elect man would look? I'm talking about on a spiritual type of stance. How would they look? They would look like somebody that's trying, somebody that's not gonna make so many excuses, man. The Salakia. I say a lot of Salakias, but that don't really make a fucking difference. If you want forgiveness, you gotta start with an application.
And I always like to say this: Salakias only go so far, because look, if you're constantly doing something that you're being told, like that you're being corrected on, and you just keep doing the opposite, right? Now you're just being rebellious. How many times are you gonna say Salakia, man? You know what I'm saying? That can only go so long. Eventually, it's like, look, bro, we told you 10 times to stop doing this, and you still keep doing whatever you want to do. You're just being a rebel now. You're wicked. That shit, man. I'm telling you that's that's a salaki. That shit gets annoying after a while too. Now, of course, we forgive brothers and we work with brothers, but damn, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? After a while, it gets to that point. What the fuck is wrong with him? You're not taking heed to the counsel. All right, but keep reading.
Kind of, I could go back to that Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras 14 and 15. It says, "And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times.
Ooh.
For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." All right. So, we got to set those thoughts that are most heavy unto us aside, man. And we got to lay aside the sin that does so easily beset us and run with patience the race that is set before us, man. Looking unto Yahawashi, the author and finisher of our faith. And when you look at Yahawashi and the example that Yahawashi left for us, he left us an example, and it was a proactive example, man. Yahawashi said in John 4 and 34, "My meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work." So Yahawashi was about doing his father's business, man. He was teaching daily in the synagogue, man. He was constantly feeding the flock, constantly going out there, moving with compassion amongst the people, man. Going from this place to that place, man. All right, all we got to do is put up a lesson, man. All right, and even then, when we put up these lessons, don't just put them up in a manner of such as like just trying to get it over with, man. You got to be enthusiastic about it, man. Yahawashi, when he was out there, he moved with compassion, man. He wasn't just, let me just heal this person and get it out the way. Nah, man. He would deal with them. He would sit there and ask them, "Does thou believe? Do you believe that this could happen?" And then they would get healed, and he would tell them that faith has made you whole, man. So he would deal with them one-on-one, man. All right, and that requires you to be proactive. That requires you to put aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and let go of the bullshit that's sometimes going on in your life, and set that shit aside so you could do the work, man. All right, it tells you right here in 1 Thessalonians 4 and 4 that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor. So you gotta know how to possess your vessel, man, because your vessel, that's the body that the Lord is using to put the Spirit on you to do the work.
That's the word sanctification goes into holy, meaning being separate. All right? Your whole conduct is supposed to be separate from the rest of this world. You have to be different. It's not an option. You have to be different. And look, what the Lord wants us to be is the top tier men. That's just fact, man. Okay? Now, of course, we fall, we stumble. None of us are perfect. But we got to be perfect like the Lord, okay? To the best of our ability.
Be holy for I am holy.
Be holy for I am holy. This is what we got to do. Like, people should know that you're different, even if they don't know that you're a man of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? They got to know, like, there's something different about this guy. And trust me, and if you're really in this truth and you're really applying things, it's gonna draw people to you.
Yeah, because the scripture talk about how being attentive to entertain the angels unawares, and the brother just said something. He said that be perfect as the Lord is perfect. See, none of us know if we are a part of the elect yet, but we hope that we are part of the elect. Therefore, we give our people, our listeners, something to hope in. We give them something to believe in. So that it starts with having an answer to every man, and we're not coming with just our own hope and our own words. We're coming from the hope that we have within the scriptures and the breakdowns that we learn via the Spirit of Yahawashi, man.
That's right. If I may back you up, because that word for sanctification in the Greek is hagiasmos, which means sanctification of heart and life. All right, and the scriptures tell us that we have to keep our heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. And if you, by taking that action of removing the thoughts that are most heavy unto you, now you're able to be in a mindset where you're able to think about the things of the heavens, the things that are above, not the things down here, man. All right?
Get real quick for me, Wisdom of Solomon. It says, you shall be quickly without care. Because look, man, if you're really in this, in the scriptures, you're constantly meditating, you know what I'm saying, on the future, right? The things to come.
You're considering.
You're not going to worry about just little bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to affect you. Now, of course, certain things do, may hurt your pockets. you know, a fucking woman may do X, Y, Z things, she whatever, right? Yeah, it does. You know, it does, you know, affect you, so to speak. But you got answers. You know how to move now. You know how to ultimately respond properly. See, that's the problem with our people. They don't know how to respond to things because they don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Then, if you know how to respond properly, you're just like whatever. You look, at the end of the day, we know what what's the word? The end of this place. We understand that this is not the end all be all. Okay? That there's something more to life than America, than Esau, than these women. Okay? See, these people are still stuck on stupid. We're not.
Yeah, that's right.
All right? But you got it, bro.
It says Wisdom of Solomon.
Real quick.
Could he start up at like verse 9?
Yeah.
Just to back up what you just said.
Come, this is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 9. Unto you therefore, O kings, do I speak, that ye may learn wisdom and not fall away.
I say just make a quick point, because you know, we are being returned right now into the Heavenly Father's righteousness and His ways, because all of us being born in this captivity, we were all born into gross darkness, man. We were all born into death styles and ways of living that wasn't life, man. So we're returning back into His word. We grab hold onto wisdom, and we don't let hold of it, man.
It says verse 10, for they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy, and they that have learned such things shall find what to answer.
And that's heavy, man. We want to be judged. Was it holy that it said that, right?
Yep.
Look, man, we want to be judged with this world. Okay? You know, we want to be given that righteous reward. You know? See, the rest of this world, they're going to get a reward too, but it's going to be a wicked one. And it's not going to be pleasant. You see?
Right.
We're trying our best to get that righteous, you know, reward. We want to get that penny, right? As it says in the Gospels. We all want that penny. You know? Keep reading, Knock.
It says verse 11.
But it's like, in order to obtain that, you got to put in work.
Yup.
That's the thing, man. I'll say this. Because, see, Esau puts that whole spirit of what? Be forever young. Yep. What is that? Fucking Jay-Z did a remix to... who originally made that song?
Jay-Z.
I know Jay-Z.
The original one.
The original one.
It wasn't Sting. I forgot the name of that singer, but the actual original song, Jay-Z actually fucked that song up.
Yeah, exactly.
That song was that. No, to be honest, that song was actually a good song.
Fucking monkey.
Bob Dylan.
You know
That's
who was
Bob
it?
Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Bob
Yeah,
Dylan.
it was Bob
Bob
Dylan.
Dylan.
And that's a raw ass song, man. If you actually listen to that song, it's actually a good song.
It's about us.
You know, but point being though is like they want you to be forever young, party bullshit, deal with no accountability, be a fucking kid. At the end of the day, look, in order to run a kingdom, you got to be a man. All right, and see that's what the Lord's building up right now, men, real men, not no fucking pussy boys, drug dealers, fucking you know, fraternity, you know, brothers.
Right.
No, man, bro, the Lord's done with that Greek shit.
Yeah.
That's right.
It says verse 11.
Read it again, though. 11.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 11. Wherefore set your affection upon
So
my
I can
word. 10. Says, for they that keep holiness holily shall be judged holy, and they that have learned such things shall find what to answer. Wherefore set your affection upon my words, desire them, and ye shall be instructed.
Exactly, and that's the first thing that you have to have in you is that addiction to this word, right? As the scripture says in Sirach, you got to be addicted to it, that desire. And if you don't want this, man, your heart's gonna be somewhere else. All right, look, you're gonna be chasing after a bitch, dunking a basketball, going to the studio and rapping. That's what you're gonna be fucking doing, man. Whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm just naming some random shit that Jake does. Getting this money, ugly as fuck, on fucking TikTok.
That's why I said keep the holiness holy, all right? Because it's a certain way. Shit, even going to what Yahawashi had said, is you had quoted in the Luke the 2nd chapter. Know ye not that I was about my Father's business, how the Lord would cater to things, man. All right? How would the Lord like this, man? We gotta understand that our Father, you know, it's like I want to say He's hard to please, but He's accepting. But the Lord is hard to please because He's perfect. There's really nothing on this earth that can really please a perfect man except for, well, not a perfect man, but a perfect man deity, aside from just really trying your best, you know, because he does know man's frame, man. He knows that you're going to come short, but at the same time, he wants you to still measure up according to how he would deal with things, according to how he wants us on this earth, man, according to how he wants his message delivered. And we can't deliver it how we would deliver it, man.
Right.
All right. We can't just say that this is enough. This role on how I'm playing it and the way that I'm measuring at it is enough. No. You know, we got the blueprint, but we go back to the drawing boards on how we can make this better, man. Because we are building a castle. We are building the castle of the Lord. That's what we're doing, man. How can I do this better? This is the blueprint, but that ain't good enough. I fucked up on that. I fucked up on that. As an artist, you know how that is, man. And you'll take what you like out of that fuck up, and well, this was good. Just like how the Lord does, man. He'll take it and he'll rebuild it, man. So that's what we're constantly doing, and what we should be doing in this truth, man. Rebuilding ourselves, as well as when we see that we've gotten ourselves right. Well, this brother got a little bit of what I saw in me and him. Let me let him know before he falls.
Man, that's heavy, bro.
Is there more?
But I have one precept.
No, wasn't there Wisdom of Solomon?
Oh yeah. This is back in Wisdom of Solomon 6:12. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away.
Ooh.
Yea, she is easily seen of them that love her, and found of such as seek her.
Yep, keep going.
She preventeth them that desire her, in making herself first known unto them. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail, for he shall find her sitting at his doors. To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care.
Exactly. You're gonna be quickly without care if you're really in this thing. You don't have the worries like these people in the world do. They're worried about a 401k, a wedding, or am I gonna, what's life after death? You know what I'm saying? They're worried about all this carnal shit. We're cool, man. The Lord gave us the answers. We got everything. And what's funny is we tell our people, this is what it is, X, Y, Z, and they still reject it. Not my God. Well, you know what his elder Uriah said to that one dude? Well, your God's a bitch. All right? Your God's a fucking bitch, man.
Yeah.
Our God is omnipotent. Our God is the God of life.
That's right.
Our God is the power of knowledge. Yeah, your God is a bitch.
That's right.
Fuck you, man.
And
if you don't want to hear it, die. Seriously.
It says
There's no other way to say it. No nice way. Fucking die. Enjoy it. You got it, bro.
Right, they think that the Lord is supposed to cater to your feelings. He's the God of feelings. And it's not to say that the Lord doesn't have feelings, but it says he has a care for his elect. Why? Because they put how they feel to the side when it comes to how the Lord wants things, man. It's not that we don't feel, it's that we don't overexhaust how we feel according to knowledge. That is like a woman, man. And I say like a woman, but even though there's many men that have that spirit, because that is a feminine spirit that the Lord does not want in men. He wants leaders. You can't be a leader if you're always sweating the little shit. And then you're like it says in the scriptures, man. How the scribes and the Pharisees, they were straining a gnat. They were straining the small matters, but the weightier matters of the law, they were overlooked, man. Shit where this actually hectic. They would become hypocrites and things like that. We can't be hypocrites. We do judge ourselves first, man. Because how can we judge? The brothers or the world, as it says in the scriptures? How are we gonna be able to do that? It starts with numero uno, and it starts with the heavy matters, man. Some things, it's that, but at the same time, we hop on ourselves. We judge matters according to truth, to be true judges, man. And as it's written in the book of Galatians, the 6th chapter, where it says, rebuking one in the spirit of meekness. You see yourself, man. You should see yourself in brothers. Otherwise, if you don't, you hate yourself and you hate your brother. And you hate the Lord, man.
Yes.
I was gonna make a point, because the scripture, the brother has just read that in Wisdom of Solomon, where I think it said, basically the things of Yahawashi shot easily seen of them that love him, roughly put. But you know, just how the scriptures talk about, I can't find the scripture, but it's roughly put. It's talking about the things that are that seek. So like basically they seek things that are pertaining unto salvation, or we teach things
Pertaining
unto salvation. Yeah. So basically, just going into the stumbling blocks, you know, that some of these people run into is because they're not really focused on salvation. You know, a lot of these people they use the word of the Lord looking for the accolades. They look for the you know the big.
Do they believe gain is godliness?
An angle.
Yeah.
An angle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So a lot of these people think they're already saved.
Yep.
They're going through all this shit in their lives, but they're saved somehow. I accepted, you know, God in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. I'm good.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking about, man? That's not what the scriptures say. You can't choose the Lord. The Lord's got to choose you. Fuck you, man. You're through. You're fucking through, man. Hey, the church has got our people in a fucking chokehold, man. Got them smoked. All bugged out, dancing. Fucking thinking they got, you know, the spirits are, you know, getting removed from them. They just drop on the floor, start shaking. So they're fucking praying to a pope. All woo the new popes from Chicago.
Man, that shit is folly.
Like, what the fuck is this shit, bro?
The good thing that nigga did say is that he's supposedly against the gay marriage, but if he's gonna continue to be the Pope anymore, he's gonna be getting down with whatever they have to say, man.
Yep.
That dude been fucking boys.
Yep.
The fuck? Do you think this dude became a pope without doing rituals? The fuck out of here.
He ain't the Pope, he's the Poke.
Oh, boy. Oh my god.
You hear the Catholic Church, and what does the Catholic Church is famous for? The pedophilia,
Yep.
touching little boys and girls.
Actually,
Come on, man.
in his they were bringing it out that he was back in the day. I don't want to use the word pardoning for lack of words, but you know he was like protecting, you know, basically those that were, you know, accused of, you know what I'm saying, you know, doing pedophile acts. That was something that was getting brought up immediately, man. So hey, man, they're a part of that club. Fuck out of here, man. But see, all that's good at end, man. See, you know what I'm saying? We're looking for a way better kingdom. This shit is straight trash.
Right.
It's garbage. And I don't want to be a part of it. So that's why I'm trying my best to be holy.
Hey, what did you say in the car? Let go. Let go of this shit because it's all trash. It's all going in anyway. And shit, I was gonna send you that something that Seinfeld was going into.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying that motherfucker, but he was going into it. People, you know, getting so into this life where half the things that you feel they're gonna eventually disappear. All the people that you know they're gonna disappear. None of this shit really matters, you know. So you shouldn't really feel a type of way about it. People start to cling on to these things, and that's a part of the message that the Lord wants us to understand. You know, you brought nothing into this world. You ain't taking shit out.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, the only thing you came to this world is the spirit.
That's right.
You came in this world with a spirit. You got clothed in flesh. And you that flesh is gonna fade away, and you're leaving with a spirit. Right. So the best thing we can do is get to know the spirit that Yahawashi gave us, man.
Right.
All right.
That's a privilege too, man. Because before, when we came into this truth, we were covered in gross darkness. But the Lord called us into the fellowship of His Son and put us in a position where, through the faith that we have in the Lord, now we're able to grow before Him and walk before Him in truth, man. And that's something that everybody else in the world doesn't have the opportunity to do, man. Because it says right here in Romans 12:2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
And that's heavy, man. The renewing of your mind. And these are just basic scriptures, but you really have to transform who you are.
That's right.
Okay? You know, you can't be that old man. Get that scripture in Corinthians. All things old are passed away. You really have to be a new individual. Because we were mentioning it, how Esau really messed up our minds. Messed up our people from... Get real quick in that Proverbs where it says, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth him. Get that real quick. I think I quoted it to the T, but just bring it out. I don't care.
This is
You got it?
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Yep, and that's what happened to our people. We've been seduced. So we've been, thinking wrongly for how long? For how long? And we're still fighting those demons because guess what? We're not in those perfect bodies. But you really got to think about it. And mind you, this has been going on for generation to generation, man. So we've been really fucked up, especially the last several generations. Like we were even talking about it in class, like, bro, like even like men from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, they had a whole different spirit. You know what I'm saying? You look at this new generation from the 90s on down, fucking through, bro.
Yeah.
Especially if you're born in like fucking 2000, 2010, bro, around that era, you're fucking gone, man.
Brain rot.
Just your parents conceived you through an orgy, like real shit, man. You gotta think about some crazy shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy was in an orgy with your mama, fucking on Molly, on fucking ketamine. You know what I'm saying? This is some fucking real shit, bro.
This is true.
Your mom was doing like what was that? What's that bitch's name with blue face? Krishan Rock.
Krishan Jr.
Whatever the fuck her name is. She was smoking and drinking, and now her baby's got alcohol fetal syndrome.
Fuck that child up.
Looking retarded as hell.
Yep.
Through. This is really what's going on, bro. Then the women running everything. Fucking, they're telling you to put nail polish on.
Yeah.
Fucking little yachty, little this, little that. Fucking smoked. Little, just do fucking perks. Do Xanny.
They created a generation of littles.
Yeah.
Little niggers.
And
Yeah,
Read.
because it's no real men.
I
They're not
fucking
creating.
hate them, bro.
They're not creating men, all right. They're creating littles. They're creating weakness, and that's funny, man. Because I saw that in the shit. Was I with you? I was in some store today, and I had saw that, and it was basically like that. Nope, I wasn't with you. But I was in the store. It was right before I came to Chicago. But I saw it in the store, and it was weird, cause I was downtown. That's where I was, and it's like you could tell the spirit of this dude that was the woman was his leader, but you could tell that he was a little slow because he was raised by the goddamn woman, and it's like they can they make soft men, a gentleman is what they would call it.
God.
And he was the perfect thing is that it wasn't just the kindness, he was nice. I mean, he was stupid, man. And it was really sad to see, And although you got some men that aren't as slow as that, but spiritually they really are because they have this syndrome of catering to putting the woman's wisdom first when she doesn't have it. She is meant to be led. And if we're in a nation where women are all the leaders and they're smarter than the wiser than the men, then we're in trouble, man. Because you need a nation of strong thinking, strong built men for that nation to survive.
And that's what the Lord's doing right now. With this wisdom, He's making us those strong, wise men. And so that's why you got to continue to improve. Because the Lord ain't just going to give us this kingdom, man. Scripture say what? You got to labor and enter into this rest. Mm-hmm. We got a lot to fucking do. First off, you spiritually, you dealing with your own self, you got a lot to improve on. Then you got to, preach this word, make videos, be a brother. There's a lot of shit we got to do. Lord ain't just going to hand this to us. Well, you think this is going to come, overnight? Oh, I found out I was an Israelite. America's going to be destroyed and I'm going to be a king.
Oh, while you going through hell?
You think that's going to happen in a fucking month? The apostles been doing it for 40 years. Still hasn't come. But it's coming. It's coming though, man. This place is falling apart. If you can't see it, fuck you. I don't care, man. Hey, just go, man. Go fucking go rap or something. I don't fucking know what you're into. I don't care. Go fucking be a faggot. I don't know. Go fucking do cocaine, dude. I don't give a fuck, man. Get the fuck away from us, though, man. Real shit, man. I'm trying to be around the men of the Lord, man. No, just no fuckboy, man. I hate this shit, man. Whatever you brothers got, man. I'm ready to go. Spirit's on me just to curse shit out, man. We're at the end of this thing and Jake's just fucking around. Twiddling their goddamn thumbs. The fuck you twiddling your thumbs for? Don't you see the fucking storm coming? We're in the fucking, what is it, the calm before the storm right now, man. You see everything, building up all around you. It looks calm, nothing's happening. But in any minute, it's just about to, hit you.
Yeah.
You got Jake fucking said, twiddling their thumbs. Now, what do I do? Do what the apostles do, man. Read, teach. What the fuck? You got examples. What the fuck is wrong with you? And Jake, it blows me sometimes. Salagi, it be blowing my fucking spirit. But read, you got it.
Did you call for something?
I don't even know, man.
You called for something?
2 Corinthians.
Oh yeah, he did call for that.
This is 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature.
Ooh, and we're supposed to be new creatures, right? Since we're in Yahawashi Hamashiach. Keep going.
It says, old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
Exactly. All things are become new, so we gotta change. We really gotta change in this thing. Man, and there's so many different things to think about. Some brothers need to get more into shape. Some brothers need to stop talking so much. Some brothers need to speak up more. Other brothers need to be more brotherly. Other brothers need to be more stern. Whatever the fuck it is, man. There's a lot. I'm telling you, the Lord wants you to change. Shit, this brother's known me for a long time, man. Haven't I changed over the years, Art?
Shit. Yes. Yes.
And a lot of things, the Lord puts you in particular situations to force you to change. And it's going to make you feel real fucking uncomfortable. Best believe that. But, hey, man, you're not supposed to be the same when you first walk into this thing. Shit, I don't even care. Because, we've been in a little bit of time. I can't be the same man that I was, when it was my 5th year. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. You got to keep improving. And men should see that too. Like, man, this brother, he's sharp on the precepts. Man, I notice he's not so hot-headed anymore. I notice this and that about him. Hey, he lost weight. He's doing this, doing that, whatever. He's into his health now. He ain't chasing these women like that. Brothers should see these things. And it ain't an overnight, thing. It's over time. But shit, man, it's one step at a time, one day at a time.
Yeah.
I got one real quick. This is James 1:21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls.
Which is going into all that refuse of that nigger, your desires. All right, you're putting off the old man, and with the old man means certain shit that is a distraction to you, man. All right, because it doesn't even necessarily have to be truly wicked, but it can begin to be wicked if it becomes a distraction. Because we have a job to do. We're about our Father's business. All right, we're about getting into the Word and applying the Word, and getting with brothers for deeper understanding the breakdowns. And it's not just about the wisdom; it's just about the growth. All right, that's the reason why brothers we do what we do, man. Because at the end of the day, it's really about your faith. But getting the breakdowns, getting the knowledge that helps boost your faith. It helps keep you fashioned upon the Lord, man. All right. So because we could be out there by ourselves. We're preparing every brother to be a leader out there by themselves if needs be, when the Lord actually does have us out there. All right. If you got to go teach by yourself, or if when all hell breaks loose, you're in the right mind as if it was 1,000 brothers with you.
And that's the thing, Art. All hell's about to break loose. Well, you're not going to be around men of the Lord like that. Okay? You're not. That's just going to be facts. Look, we talked about it in our lesson earlier. What Esau's going to shut everything down. He's going to enforce martial law. Look, you think you're gonna be able to go from LA to New York? That's done. You think you're gonna go from state to state? That's done. City to city? That's done. Fuck it. Neighborhood to neighborhood. Those are little mini cities. You look, you got certain brothers that live on the north side. You think you're gonna be able to get south? No. South side's not gonna go over to the west side. No, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. You're gonna be staying where you live at. That's how Esau's gonna get. Look, man, he's not gonna be playing with fucking people. This shit is about to get fucking serious. Where, look, you're more than likely gonna be by yourself, and then if you are with the brother, that is gonna be a fucking blessing. But like how you said, you may be by yourself. Look, you might have to lead a group of people who just believed. You know what I'm saying? Right there, right then and there.
Yep.
I believe you.
Yep.
I know the Lord's with you. They're gonna grab hold of him, the skirt of him that say he's a Jew.
I've heard about brothers with two dreams. One brother had his wife had a dream, and one brother had the dream himself, where they were leading groups of people. Their wives showed up, and their wives would show up, and they saw them with a lot of women and a bunch of people too. You know, so it was spiritual. One brother's wife had this dream, and one brother had this dream himself. And neither one of these brothers have even spoken a word to each other, and they both told me the same dream.
So yeah, this stuff is coming. Like, you gotta be, and that's what the Lord's prepping us for, man. These things to come. These certain brothers may be, leading 1,000, another brother 100, another brother 50, another brother 10, etc. But they be prepared, because this is what's coming. But why do you think the Lord put you in all these positions? You know what I'm saying? For no reason, just to, fuck around. I'm gonna throw him in this, situation, laugh at him. No, the Lord is putting you in these particular, situations to make you grow for what's to come. Because man, the shit that's about to hit, it is gonna be unfucking real for all of us. Yeah, we read about it, we're prepping our minds, but when you're really in it, it's different. Shit's completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Who's prepared for what's about to happen?
Us.
How are we prepared? What's our advantage?
We know this truth, and we keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, and try to do right in the Lord's eyes, rather than just living in this world amongst these people, dealing in folly.
All right, that's a good answer. But it's
really, you need to get a precept too, though. With it.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing, because you don't want to sound like a parrot. You know what I mean? Now, of course, you do to a degree, that as we all first come in, but you really want to get a precept to back up your statement. And do you know a precept to back up what you were saying?
Not off the top.
What you got?
Well, I was just going back up the brother.
So like, get Isaiah 33:6. This is our advantage.
That's
The Hebrews 1:1.
Or even Isaiah 59 would have been cool.
There's a lot, man.
That time.
Psalms 91.
Yeah, it's a lot, but that Hebrews 33:6, man. Look, that's what's going to give us the advantage.
Isaiah 33:6.
Yep, can you get that?
Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times,
Mm-hmm.
and strength and
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So when all hell breaks loose, excuse me. When all hell breaks loose, that's what's going to keep you faithful. And why is it going to keep you faithful? Because the Lord spoke about these things. The Lord told me there's going to be famines, that there's going to be race wars, that there's going to be martial law, so on and so forth. You see? That's what's going to keep you locked in. Like, damn, these things have to come to pass before salvation. Unlike the rest of these people, they're not going to know, what the hell is going on. Their hope is in this place. It's vain. They're through. Even right now, you're seeing it. The American dream is circling down the fucking drain. And these people have lost hope. They don't know what to do. Yeah. A lot of them are depressed, and suicide's about to go up, man.
Yeah.
People are they're about to do Chris Benoit's, bro.
Yes.
Fuck it, I'm taking out the whole fucking family, the dog, and myself.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fucking a fucking quadruple homicide, fucking suicide.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Hey, people been bugging out at the store. I just be going into the store and people be on edge, man. They be ready to fight people in the line. They be ready to fucking, like, really fucking just argue with you just over some bullshit, man. These people are on edge. Their world is collapsing around them. Their American dream is perishing. Their Trump, the cruel Lord, is fucking all these fucking executive orders. All right, this shit is fucking these people up, man.
Man, OF ain't gonna be paying you soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, bro.
Your government job is gonna cut you.
Yeah.
Yeah, your stocks are gonna crash.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
That's why that wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our times, man. That word stability goes into faith, which that word faith is a masculine noun, man. The Lord has crowned us with what? Given us faith, man. All right, so we got to continue to fight and push toward that mark of the high calling of Yahawashi, man. Because the Lord didn't give us this for nothing. He didn't just give you this so you could sit on it. He gave you this so you could be proactive, man. Our forefathers were men of faith, man. They showed that in their actions, how they behaved, the way that they showed the hope that they had in themselves, the expectation of the Lord coming through for them. They didn't just sit around waiting for the Lord to come through for them. They had that expectation and they moved in it, man. All right, when King David was in the wilderness running, hey, you read those Psalms, King David was praying to the Lord, man. He was calling on the Lord, man. Mm-hmm. You see, in these last days, we're going to need the Lord to, and it all starts right now, man. It all starts right now with you receiving this word with meekness, man. The engrafted word which is able to save your soul. Taking it seriously, bro. You don't want to be all willy-nilly in the truth, going through the motions. Yeah, I put on my POD. I went to Saturday camp. I did this. And then the rest of the week, you're just chilling, bro. That's not what it's about, bro.
And look, the Lord's gonna, bring it all to the forefront anyways. You can't hide from Yahawashi Shai. You may be able to, hide from brothers, so to speak, but it only lasts for so long. I've seen it many a times. Eventually it comes out. All right, but finish that precept. So you better be all in like a poker player or not. But Redoc, you got it. Finish it off.
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Get Psalms 34 real quick.
You want that one first?
Yeah, get Psalms 34. Fuck, man, what is it? 11. What does it say? The angels of the Lord encampeth around them that fear Him.
7.
34 and 7. Get that, because you know what? This is why the fear of the Lord is our treasure. Because we're going to be delivered out of our troubles, man. Unlike these people, the Lord's about to hand them. You know what I'm saying? To all these troubles. They're going to be smoked.
If we passed over, Lord willing, we're dealing, and the Lord is dealing. Shalom Almighty.
Smoke, yeah. See a whole bunch of women that smoke, bro.
Smoke.
Bro. Destroy it. Up that coke. Being delusional, coping with they bullshit.
Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
These people have no hope. They're through.
Yeah.
You know? Smoked.
Smoke. Yeah, but order the coke. They go into delusional mindset.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And that's another thing, man. We talk about it, and that it's a spirit that the Lord has us in His truth because we're dealing with our demons. And that day, these people are just gonna be dealing with their demons with no excuse. They got the excuse in the society. They're cloaking. But they ain't gonna be able to cloak no more, man.
It's funny that you brought that out. I was just watching this horror. There's two of them out. It's called Smile. Smile 1, they got Smile 2 out.
Yeah,
so I just finished watching Smile 2. And it's funny that you said it because in the second one, she was basically trying to hide all the bullshit that she did, but the demon was making her fucking deal with it.
Oh yeah, they're intelligent.
You're gonna have to address what the fuck you did in your life. And that's what the Lord is basically doing.
Yeah. That run away from accountability ain't gonna work, man.
Yeah.
That's what these people do. Like I said, that helps to run away from reality, to be delusional and shit, man. And just make up shit in their head to cope.
But you got that Psalms 34?
This is Psalms chapter 34, verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, keep going.
That's only the ones who those who are really truly serving the Lord, man. You other people are smoked.
Oh.
Verse 8. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is...
Like, you can read 7 again, my bad.
Okay.
What's 6 say?
6, it says, the poor man cried and the Lord heard him.
Yeah. Read that one more time. Or read that real quick.
Psalms 34 and 6. The poor man cried and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles.
Exactly. That's what the Lord is going to do for us. Keep going.
And the angel of the Lord kept round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
So that's why this is our treasure. All right? Fear of the Lord, because we're going to be saved. I'm like, these people, they're going to die in America.
That's
And
right.
terribly, too. It's not going to be a fun process. Like, these people think that they're going to get, shot in the head and it's over with. You get hit by a semi, it's done. No, bro. Like, you people are really feeling it right now. What does it say? Was it in Isaiah, the 32nd chapter? Many days and many years shall ye be troubled.
Sure.
Now, it's addressing the women, but I'll say this on a spiritual note. Because the scriptures say what? That Israel's what? A comely and delicate woman. And
Hey, the Edomites, they might win.
but the scriptures say...
This whole place is got the vibration of a woman.
Yeah, but the scriptures say that what? That Israel's a
Comely,
comely and delicate woman. Look, really the whole nation can be considered as women, right? All right. And it said what? That many days and many years ye shall be troubled. Our people are going to be fucked up, and they are fucked up right now. And it's going to keep getting worse for them.
Yeah, because they want to reject the Lord, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because they have no excuse right now. You got them, starting with the apostles, really starting with their elders, starting from the late 60s to now. Our people have been rejecting these words. So they have no excuse. But especially now in these times, with how the word is getting pushed at this high level.
You got your idols telling you that y'all Israelites.
Exactly. So you have no excuse. So when the Lord brings his judgment, you can't say, I didn't know. No, you did. But you wanted to be a nigger. Read.
Yeah, because that don't come with accountability, being a nigga. See, hey, being a nigga, you avoid accountability. So that's what it is with people. Anything to avoid accountability.
Yep. So like, you still reading up? You still reading up?
Verse 8.
No, we're good. You got something?
Yeah, this Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. It says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed."
Damn.
So it just goes to show, just backing up the point the brothers was making, man. It just goes to show that these people have no fear of the Heavenly Father. Just look at their surroundings. Look at what they do. Look at who they walk with. Their company. See, this is why it's important that we mind our company, that we mind the things that we do, the things that we say. See, our people don't know that everything that they've said and done, they're going to be held accountable in that day.
He'll say every idle word.
That's right.
Every idle word, man. Hey, man, fuck these women. I got to say this. Hey, not I got to say this. This woman, I don't know how I came across this shit. This woman get on camera talking about some damn, you guys are just mad because we chose our cats and dogs. You got to go on her side of the world to get woman. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? This shit? Like, what the
Well, I mean, you even got guys in the world that say this, and we talk about it all the time. It's funny, we only get on a woman because the scriptures command us to do this, and that's it. But women can't even fucking live without talking about a man. They even as much shit is they want to say that they're doing, they can't maneuver without thinking about or talking about a man, because essentially you're supposed to please a man. You're displeased because you're not pleasing a man. It's funny, I was watching the show. It's a show on Apple TV, and this fucking Edomite coffee bitch popped up on one of the episodes that this nigga one was watching, and she said, "Well, that's why you're unhappy. You're not pleasing your man."
Yeah, because all women do is project. That's all they do is project. So all the shit they saying that they project on men is really them.
Yeah.
That's what women good at doing, projecting.
And look, you got these foreign women that say, look, I forgot how they worded it, but basically they said, there is no competition here, right? Because these women out here are so combative, so aggressive, so masculine, that it's easy for them to come into America and, you know what I'm saying, and get any man that they want. Mm-hmm. Who wants to deal with a bitch that's been passed around by, you know what I'm saying, by the fucking squad, all right? And then she's a dragon to you. Exactly. You get her, and you're dealing with the scorpion. You're like,
right?
Like, I want to deal with that shit, bro.
Nobody want to deal with that.
What the fuck is that, man?
And then here they go with the delusional. Now, if you don't want to deal with it, now they want to say you're not brave.
It's cool, man. Look,
like that's what. Yeah, good.
Look, the women from the Philippines, all right, the women from Eastern Europe, wherever, Kenya, fucking Ethiopia, they'll come here and they'll get chosen while you're fucking, all right, smoked, okay, living with your cats and your fucking dog. 3 other, girl roommates.
And your dog on depression,
smoked,
on depression medication and alcoholic.
Oh man, that sounds like a bitch that I once knew. Right. Reed, that shit was fat too, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
And part of growing before the Lord is also recognizing that you don't gotta deal with these women, man. Right. All right, it's not your job to go and save these bitches, fix their life up. And see, one thing that I've noticed about these women in the world is that when they see a brother, man, they get so wooed and they could tell that there's something different about you. It's the wisdom of Yahawashi, and they want you to fix their life, even though they've been with all these other men. And they didn't desire that from those men because those niggas didn't have shit, man. You actually have the spirit, man. You when you come into a room, you think niggas can't see that? They can't feel that, man? You steal the whole fucking shit because you got the light, man. You got the wisdom of Yahawashi, man. The scriptures say that a man's wisdom makes his face to shine. You think these bitches can't see that, man? These bitches feel emotion. They could feel the spirit on you, man.
Oh no, that happened in Iowa because a brother, he's a manager at a bar, so we went there late at night, like late night, and you had it was like a North King spot. You had like 6 or 7 Israelite bitches standing by the VIP where we was at the whole damn night. And then them Mexican dudes, they could tell like, who are these guys, man? Bottle after bottle getting passed our way. Who the hell are these dudes, man? So like you said, they can tell, bro.
Yeah. Get Isaiah like 19 or maybe 20. Try 26. It's a lot, but hey, because you made a point. I'm talking about how they go to you for answers, right? We're the counselors of the Lord, man. We got the answers. Right. Yeah, you do need to come to us because you're fucked up. Like, hey, shit, all of us go. Hey, we go to brothers. Hey, you get counsel. What should I do? Yeah. Or a brother comes to you. Hey, brother, your ass going off. You get a shikari all in your grill. Hey, Doc, your ass going off. Yeah, next thing you know, you get cursed out for an hour.
But it be on point.
Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc. I love you. You know how Shikari.
I love you, Rock. You a bullshitter, Rock.
You know? All right. You see, hey, but this is how the spirit works. All right, but we're these people's counselors, man. We gotta tell them what's right, what's wrong. That's actually our job as priests. Right. You gotta tell them what's holy, what's profane. You see, but get there. Was it 1:26?
Khan, this is Isaiah 1:26, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Right. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city.
Yeah, they're wondering who we are. This is who we are. Mm-hmm. We're your judges, your counselors. Hey, we're the top tier men. We know what's up. Yep. Yeah.
And you on the other hand are losing because you don't want to serve the Lord.
Yeah, you don't want to listen, so fuck you.
And it's beautiful that you don't, because it's the same thing that they said about Moses as well as Yahawashi. Who made thee a judge over us? And then the Lord made him a judge, man. All right. So hey, I don't want you to accept me as a judge if you're not if the Lord is not working with you. That's proof that the Lord is going to make me a judge if I continue in this. I'm not looking to be gratified by the public. I'm looking to be gratified by Yahawashi shot.
And why would you, man? These people are weirdos like a son bitch, man. They got the nerve. They got the nerve to scoff and shit. But after they finish scoffing, they gonna go snort some drugs, be a mole, homosexual,
Facts.
fucking sniffing ass, whatever they weird bugged out
Hey man,
bullshit
you
they
can borrow a
doing.
bug, Joe.
So why would
Get
I
fucked by a dog.
be right? Exactly. So why would I give
yeah.
a fuck what somebody like that thinks?
Right.
Exactly.
That's why you gotta be careful. Which of these women you're out here really counseling, man? Because you could be counseling a woman. Next thing you know, you're meddling with too many matters, man.
Man, the scriptures say they don't deal with the light woman.
Mhm.
Right. Add that.
They get it, Ark. Get it, hot boy. All right. Hey, the scriptures say don't deal with the light woman. It says don't fall for her beauty.
Yeah, Marvin.
Got it.
You know, like come on, man. Yeah, look. Especially if you're a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? I know you younger brothers still hot, you know what I'm saying? You haven't dealt with as many women and shit. But hey man, I always say this, man, by the time you're like 25, you should have dealt with a couple women by this point, and you shouldn't be so naive to their fucking games and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You should know what's up with the bitch by that point. Because you know, when you're younger, you might, let me try to, work with one, you know what I'm saying? Work with this one, you know what I'm saying? You're just, you're foolish.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're naive, you know, you don't have an experience, but after a certain point, it's like, no, man.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. You should know already. These women are type of people that run off their feelings and emotion. I always say this: a person who runs based decisions off their feelings and emotion, you can't take seriously no goddamn way.
Exactly.
Right.
That's why you got to control them. Yes, and I said it.
Yep.
You got to control them. Hey, look, man, you're doing it in a righteous sense. See, Esau likes to manipulate, shit. Oh, he's controlling, right? They like to push that vibration right in, but it's always wicked.
Right.
They don't have. Controlling doesn't have to necessarily be wicked.
At all.
They can be righteous. No, you're such an idiot. I have to tell you what to do. If I don't, then bad shit happens.
That's it.
You're gonna get hurt, possibly killed, if I don't, tell you what to do.
Yeah, man. Then you gotta make decisions for like these women don't know what the hell they want. We just talking about that when you came and got me, man. Either if you're not being a man, they got a problem with it. If you're being a man, you got a problem with it. So you can't win with these hoes, man. So you gotta tell their ass what to do, man.
Exactly, and they like it anyways.
Yeah.
They like that shit.
Yeah.
They get wet off of it. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say they get fucking wet.
Really?
And they're gonna fucking respect you. And then they're gonna fall in order. And if they don't, hey, fuck them. Hey, look, like I told the one bitch, the one that did the fucking like I said, I think she's really Southern Kingdom. Thought she was Ephraim and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I told the one bitch, I said, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. You'll never find anything better. That bitch is. This is going on fucking 13 years later, man. Still following my ass. In the shadows, in the cut.
Hey, like you said, they like to be told to do anyway, man. They don't believe. Look, these women, whatever they say they don't like is completely opposite.
What that dude Ross say on a talk show from the 90s? He said, I don't care what women say that they want and what they think. I care what they respond to. And all them bitches in the audience is like, because they don't like truth. But that was the truth. And they knew deep down inside they was that nigga he could have said that shit to their fucking face, and then he could say something else, and the woman is so fucking distracted, they just go with what you respond to, and that's true. He could have said something that would hurt their feelings, and then the next thing he'll say something else that they respond to, and they still gonna respond to it. Women are fucking followers. That's the reason why they fucking JoJo Siwa. What this bitch is dating a man now? Why? Because it's popular to kind of be on that side right now.
No.
Y'all want dick anyways.
They want dick anyway.
Yeah, man, because these, like I said, man, whatever they say they don't like is complete opposite. They pretty much telling on them damn selves, man.
Right.
Because, like, I lost my train of thought. But anybody have scripture? Lord willing, come back to me.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Yeah, you're not supposed to give yourself over to a light woman. All right? Look, if that bitch is basic, let her be fucking basic.
Yeah.
All right. Now, of course, you gotta train the woman. You know what I'm saying? But that bitch don't get on your program. You know what I'm saying? In a timely fashion. Bye, bitch. What do they say? What do they? Bye, Felicia. The fuck away from me, you cornball. Yeah, bitch, you're the cornball.
Oh, I know.
Fuck away
yeah,
from me.
I know. I say because you said they don't like the truth. Hey, accountability and truth is kryptonite to these fucking women, man.
Facts.
In which, hey, if brothers do have women, you deal with that according to wisdom, as the scriptures say. Because the thing is that the best thing about the spirit and about what the Lord gives us is that we're just constantly outsmarting people. That's really what the spirit is, man. You know, we're being direct. We can only be direct with each other. But in the world, you're constantly just out there outsmarting motherfuckers. Sometimes you can be direct with somebody. But for the most part, we're out there outsmarting stupid ass fucking people. That's what Yahawashi was doing. He lived around it. It's like, goddamn.
What scripture say? Use the world, not abuse it.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I tell brothers, like Esau, he really hates your guts, but he put on act, do the same thing with his punk ass.
Right.
Yeah. And just to throw, just a point. This is just spiritual advice, man. Look, the woman's the weaker vessel. All right, brothers. And if a woman is really trying, work with her, so to speak. Now, I don't know what you do with your maiden. That's on you. Okay? That's on fucking you. Brothers deal with women differently.
Yeah.
All right? But I'll just say this. Just remember she's the weaker vessel. She ain't going to be a Sarah, okay?
Yeah,
So
like,
if the food's a little cold, don't throw the fucking plate at the wall, right?
Exactly.
I mean, even Sarah lied. So you deal with that. Sarah and Sarah was an example of what women are supposed to be, but even she was in the flesh, man. You know, but she did call she not only called her husband Lord, she did live to serve as he was Lord, but at the same time, she wasn't fucking perfect, man. And the scriptures, it made that example when she lied to the angel.
Sometimes you gotta let shit slide too, man. I gotta say it like that. You know, you just gotta let it slide. Like, fuck it, whatever. You know, now I'm not saying everything. I'm just saying there's certain things like, what's the point of getting mad about it? Next thing you know, man, you're gonna fucking have a goddamn panic attack or a heart attack, whatever, because you're all getting so goddamn fucking mad and stressed out. Shut the fuck out, man. It ain't that serious. Trust me.
Don't take the woman seriously.
Read.
Exactly.
Really
we keep saying that, bro.
Right.
You can't take a person who base their decisions off feelings and emotions seriously. You can't take them seriously, man. And like you said, they are the weaker vessel.
Yep. Do you have more? Was there another precept?
Let me see if I have some more.
And then guess what? They're what's the word? Matter of fact, they'll fucking disrespect you if they know you taking them seriously. They know themselves they ain't to be taken seriously.
And they gonna be like, this dumb motherfucker.
Right.
Why do you think all these bitches keep going in the future? That's all I'm gonna say. Well, because he's such a nice guy. He's a gentleman.
No, he's singing asshole, so he makes it better.
Right.
He's smoothing it over because he's singing it. You know?
My baby daddy.
Because the brother said that. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42, verse 14. Better is the churlishness of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach.
Yeah, so a man that's kind of like an asshole, basically, is actually better than a courteous woman. One that's, nice and, you need this, you need that.
Because it's closer to truth.
Exactly, man.
He can deal with truth. That woman who's shit, damn, and I always relate. You ever seen that movie, Horrible Bosses?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's a good movie because every time I think about that, one of the horrible bosses, he had this sweet ass fucking woman, and she was just like that, man. But guess what? The bitch ended up fucking sucking somebody else's dick, even though she was like supposed to be the perfect wife. This nigga was an asshole, and she was still sweet to him. The bitch still went off, She was a courteous woman, still trying to do what's right for him and trying to please everybody. Oh, he's not a bad guy, trying to make it seem like he's this guy, and he was a fucking complete asshole. But he was actually more close to truth, than she was, man. A bitch will fucking go off. It's the reason why the Lord deals with men. All right, men actually respond with truth. Like we were even talking about that in the car when it comes down to certain relations on how a man gets down, man. All right. a man don't want to play them fucking games half the fucking time, man.
God,
Yeah.
bro.
It gets to a point where he just wants to deal with the truth.
Man, no man wants to play games, period.
Yeah.
Fuck that cat and mouse shit. We want to get straight to the point. We fucking or not.
Exactly, man. This ain't no. See, women are big ass children, man. It's like, bro, this ain't no goddamn high school 15-year-old shit.
Exactly.
Grow the fuck up, man.
I forgot, you know, all these, you know, these bitches had more fucking wieners than Oscar Mayer, right?
Man.
I
More
forgot.
than Heinz ketchup.
Every single one of them, you know what I'm saying? You know, had to do. You tell me every single one of these guys had to do this?
Hell no.
You know what I mean? But you're gonna make me go through this? Get the fuck out of here,
And
I like you.
Now I gotta fix your life with the wisdom of the Lord.
Get
Bitch,
the
get
fuck
out of here.
man.
Bitch, go
You fucking
kick
around,
rocks.
man.
And you know, that wasn't the point of this whole message to even get on the woman, but the spirit wants what it wants, man.
You know why? You know why spirit get on these women, Esau and all? Because the Lord getting ready to judge them, man.
Read.
He exposing them first before he judges their ass.
But then, but we made a point. You got certain brothers that gotta hear this because they're too simple, they're too nice. Remember, we were talking about how it all depends on you as an individual, what you have to work on. Certain brothers, they need to work out. Certain brothers, they need to be less hot-headed. Certain brothers need to speak out more. Certain brothers gotta stop chasing women. Certain brothers need to stop being so simple with women.
Oh,
Yeah.
certain brothers need to stop putting a woman on pedestal.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
And sometimes even we said it before. Sometimes the Lord wants a man to deal with the woman, so you know how to actually have that understanding. Some brothers have not really dealt with a woman, and then the scriptures also say it's better that a man not touch a woman. You know, so it's different strokes for different folks, but at the same time, listen to the wisdom, man. Listen to what the Spirit is saying, man. All right. It says it time and time again that you know, not all things are for all men.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta know what's good for your soul. All right, but but through the Spirit, we're gonna touch on everything because the Lord gave us the knowledge on everything. All right, but keep reading now.
Verse 15. I will now.
We'll call it out again. The whole.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42, verse 15. I will now remember the works of the Lord and declare the things that I have seen. In the words of the Lord are his works.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We declare the Lord's works. We do tell everybody, hey, this is what's written in the scriptures, and that's that. And if you don't believe it, fuck you, kick rocks and die. Simple as that. But we're gonna keep doing us.
That's right.
As for me and my house, we shall serve Yahawashi Yahawashi.
That's right.
That's what the Lord gonna do to y'all guys, because you're without excuse now, man. See,
right.
the Lord already know. He know who gonna take heed, who not. But he tell you guys that gonna reject it anyway, so you have no fucking excuse.
Yeah,
Got no cloak for your sins.
Yeah.
exactly.
This Sirach, this Sirach 25:19, it says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And we know through the Spirit, we know these women natures we've been going into. A woman, hey, you can't put nothing past her in terms of wickedness. Scripture actually tell you, marvel not if she transgress against you. Hey, King Solomon said out 1,000 women, he found none righteous. And we far from that time.
Oh yeah, it's a lot worse now.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's part of maturing, man. Understanding that, because you don't want to be out here just dealing with all these women, and then out of nowhere their shenanigans becoming your life, and then before you know it, you're not going to camp, you're not doing your duties in the camp,
Or you might end up in jail. Cause now these bitches are lying.
Oh
just
yeah.
to get back at you. They're allowing you.
Yeah. Money issues.
Yeah.
All these things. That's why Lahab said it, man. It's best to literally not touch a woman, so to speak. Now, if you do deal with a woman, so be it. But like, honestly, it's best to be in that monk mode. You know, if you have a wife, you know, how's it worded?
Be as though you had none.
Be as though you had none, right? And if you don't have a wife, don't seek one.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's, oh, go ahead, brother.
that's the spirit you got to be in.
Yeah.
Now, if something falls in your lap, so be it. I mean, who knows what the Lord
That's what
you know,
the Lord
wants
wanted.
for you.
Yeah, that's what the Lord wanted. Yeah.
But it's honestly, for a lot of you younger brothers, just be in that monk mode. Now, of course, if you're burning, so I mean, this is all with discernment and balance. You know, if you're burning, so be it. You know, hey, you might have to deal with the woman, but just in general, man, it's best just to stay away from them, honestly.
No, yeah, because you even got guys that's not in the truth in the world are doing that. That's why they women losing their minds now making these videos, projecting.
Yeah.
Y'all ask somebody else.
Big time to have
I got one more, yeah. This is Rock 25 and 20. This is Rock 25 and 20. It says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure.
Ooh. So you're not supposed to stumble at her beauty and desire her not for pleasure. You know? Hey, you really gotta be wise in who you're dealing with out here. Cause hey, the bitches will throw that ass to you, man. And honestly, it's not all good ass, so to speak. Okay?
Man, I seen that jig. I told you about that. I seen a decent little jig bitch, and I was like, yeah, she was nice looking. I was like, I know I was too good for her.
Yeah, and then a lot of times, man, just out of experience, when a bitch starts throwing that ass to you, it's because she's got some problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's got this going on in her life, that going on in her life. That's why it's so fucking easy to get, man. She's trying to trap you up, because that's all a fucking bitch is, bro. You know, a damn leech. She sees something that you got and that she wants.
Oh yeah, that happened. I don't know if you was there because we, the Spanish. I had a Spanish meetings during the week. This one was Chicago. We lived in Melrose Park. After that, we went to some bar around his house. Had strippers and stuff. That was this old Italian bitch was trying to do. Cause she fucked around and told me she had like it was 2 or 3 children, and you know the guy she worked ain't worked out, or fucking they split custody, some shit she was saying, I forget. But I was like, in my mind I was like, why would I deal with your ass?
Oh, exactly.
Like, come on, man, get the hell out of here, bro. Like shit. I mean, Lord bless me with this piece of ass, that's good, but I'm not wifing this shit, bro.
And
that whole fucking, like, no, bro, you know, I fall for that shit, man.
Exactly.
I had made a lesson not that long ago going into how Isaiah 4:1 is about to come. And I had a woman hit me up talking about, hey, can you house me for a while if you can? And that was the first thing she said. She didn't even say, hey, how you been? I haven't even spoken to this bitch since 2020, man. All right? So she hit me up 5 years later talking about, can you house me for a while if you can? She didn't even say hey or nothing, man. So that's going to be a lot of the situations that start arising soon, man. One of the things of knowing that you got to grow in this truth is not just accepting any other woman that just comes into your life, man.
You gotta have a standard like, right, these bitches, you gotta have this, you gotta have that.
Nah.
Same thing, bitch. Oh, you got kids? I do. Beat it. All right? Oh.
But you wrong. If you're a man that has standards, you're wrong. Well, it's okay for them to have it.
Yeah. Then bitch, can you cook? No? All right. Kick rocks. Goodbye.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, what are your qualities? What can you put to the table? And then exactly, like the majority of them, they have nothing to offer you but some fucking other dudes' kids and some whack used pussy. And a lot of times it's whack too, man. It ain't even good. It's got a fucking smell to it.
Yeah.
It ain't even wet like that.
No pelvic floor.
Just smoke, bro.
Hey, why don't you go young Conde? he got the secret.
Make that shit tight again.
Yeah, that dude was a fucking joke, man. Well, anybody got scripture?
I got one.
I hate that guy, man.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
Ooh, snares and nets.
That's what they all about.
Traps.
Yeah. They all about trapping you up, man.
And even sometimes they don't even know. Sometimes. So the majority of the time they don't. But sometimes the bitch she's been raised that way to just always be seeing angles. The bitch is full of angles, man. The bitch is full of angles, man. And Brother Murph said it best. It's either a woman get with you for 2 things. It's either she sees something that she wants, she's trying to figure out
Yep.
You know, meaning that's that fucking angle, man. The bitch is trying to see like shit. Like I told you, even about like some certain. That's why I know I can't fuck with certain women. You know, because even if they find me attractive, we're on a certain caliber. It's like this bitch gonna be like, why is he talking to me? Because he's too much better than me, or he's a Poindexter because he's so much better than me and he's bougie. I'm gonna try to use him. They gonna think that they can get over on us, thinking that we don't know the left hand fucking side that you're a nigga. Like we don't know nigga,
Right.
but we do. The Lord has programmed us to understand that you come with an angle. And you're trying to trap us up, man. At the end of the day, you're about your own desires.
That's it, bro. Because scripture tells you the nature of everybody. Everybody's true nature, man.
Yeah, the reasonings of men.
Yeah.
That's right.
Even the nature of yourself, man. All right, because one thing when you read the scriptures, a lot of great men fell to their lust to a woman, man. Solomon, he had 700 wives, 300 concubines. He was a great man. He had all this wisdom, but in his later years, he fell to, going off, following after these idols because of the women that he was in love with.
Yeah, that's usually the story of Jake anyway, man. They get weaker when they get older, man.
It's crazy. I was just watching the Apostles' Lesson. He made a good point about King Solomon. He was actually the greatest witch ever. Even these witches, warlocks, and all that still honor King Solomon.
Yeah.
Hey, the scripture said, what did Ecclesiastes say? I've given my heart to know madness and folly.
Oh yeah, he knew it all.
Yeah, he knew it all.
Because he had the right hand side and then it transferred to the left.
And really, it's just Yahawashi. He's perfect balance, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but see, the thing is, though, when Yahawashi comes back, he's not going to be in the flesh anymore. He's coming back perfect. So everything's going to be in order.
Yeah. Because for one, he won over the spirit through the flesh, and he destroyed death. So now he won't even have the vexation of fleshly interference, man. Yeah. Like the brother said, man. He's just gonna be pure spirit. All right, and we're gonna be fashioned like unto that holiness, man. And right now we're trying to overcome with that holiness. Like we're to keep holiness holy, man.
That's it, man. Hey, bro. Yeah, this shit. On the left hand side, because he knew the left hand side. It's a lot of that shit. You especially go deep into it, you can fuck your head up. That left hand side shit is.
Yeah.
Well, he knew all wisdom.
It's funny because I brought that movie, that Smile.
Yeah.
Like, you brothers have to watch it. The number 2 though is dealing with like a pop star. Reminded me of like a Lady Gaga or some shit, right?
Yeah.
And but what was crazy is like, I was telling my woman like you have to watch it like, because remember I told you she's like a pop star.
Yeah.
So like the choreographing that they were doing, I was like, this shit is fucking heavily demonic. I said whoever was the choreographer was for sure dealing with spirits, because there's no way you can just make that shit up by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just bringing it out to her, and going back to these spirits on the left hand side, that shit is serious, man.
Yeah.
That ain't no fucking joke, man. And that's the Lord's left hand side. The different demons and Satan and all that. That's the left hand side of the Lord. So that ain't no joke, man.
That's truly, yeah. You learn some stuff, you actually be like, damn, it fuck your head up, man.
Yeah. Sure, but is there any more precepts, brothers?
I got one.
We'll get these last ones and wrap it up.
This is Psalms 34 and 14. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. All right, so the scriptures are commanding us to seek peace and pursue it, man. You can't seek peace if you're too busy trying to cater to the woman that's in the world covered in gross darkness. You're not going to be able to seek peace if you're meddling with too many matters, distracting you from the main mission. You're not going to be able to seek peace if you're too busy in the flesh doing things in the world that are ultimately not allowing you to grow in the faith, man.
Yeah.
You got to...
No, you gotta grow up, man. Shit. Get it. Like, you need to get over this shit, man.
Yeah.
Have some self-control, man. You feel what you saying, Kadashi?
I'm finished.
Okay.
This is Job chapter 11, verse 13. If thou prepare thine heart and stretch out thine hands toward him, if iniquity be in thine hand, put it far away, and let not wickedness dwell in thy tabernacles. For then shalt thou lift up thy face without spot, which is, once again, because we might be out there, but as we are in this body, man, we got to do the same thing. We have to apply. I have to apply. All right? Yeah. Thou shalt be steadfast, consistent. All right?
You gotta constantly fight, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard because we in this fucking flesh. And constantly fight, man. And you start giving into that shit, and you pretty much smoked. You gotta go.
And shall not fear, because thou shalt forget thy misery, and remember it as waters that pass away. So once again, going back, none of this shit matters. None of this shit matters. What does matter is the focus of Yahawashi. All right? When Peter was walking on that water, what was it? It was the focus of Yahawashi that kept him afloat. Focusing on the storm didn't fucking matter, man. That storm was going to be gone.
Yeah, when we start getting distracted, that's when we start seeking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started getting afraid. He started losing faith.
That's when we start.
Yeah.
Damn, what's the word I'm looking for? Sinking. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, then who helped him out? Yahawashi.
Yeah.
Which we all have our moments where we fall, and Yahawashi, he's our big brother. He's there to pick us back up.
Mediator.
Yeah. So it's very spiritual, man. Shit. Is there anything else in there or no? No.
And thine age shall be clearer than the noonday. Thou shalt shine forth, and thou shalt be as the morning. And thou shalt be secure, because there is hope. Yeah, thou shalt dig about thee, and thou shalt take thy rest in safety. So we have Yahawashi, man. And we say it all the time. We got to remember this, man. We say it on camera. We say it to brothers. At the end of the day, we got to remember that.
That's right.
Anybody else got a precept? All right, with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all your brothers out there. Shalom and above the ball.
Shalom.
Shalom.